Hello, this is Steve Olson, Manager of Training Services for Mesa. In this video, I'd like to take a look at how to create a stereo panorama from an Inventor model using Navisworks. What I have here is an Inventor model that I'm going to save and then bring into Navisworks. So this is just a regular old Inventor model, nothing special about it. So let me save this and I'll take it over to Navisworks. Now that I'm here in Navisworks, I'm going to go to my Home tab and use the append command to grab out and pick that Inventor model to bring in. So I'm going to go ahead and say OK here. It's going to bring it in. So you'll see here's my Inventor model. You'll notice one thing about this is that a lot of the colors or a lot of the components kind of came in as a very dull white looking color. What I've heard from other folks, and I've actually experienced this myself, and you can see it occur here, is that if your part isn't using or if it is using a color or appearance that is driven off an RGB value, the rendering in Navisworks kind of loses that color. It doesn't like that. So you kind of need to use colors that have or based more off of an image. So if you kind of have an issue with that, it's not a big deal. We can always correct the color here, or you could correct them in the model, whether it be from an Inventor or some other product. But to correct that here, if I want to assign a Navisworks color, I can do that from the render tab here in Navisworks. I can go open up the Autodesk rendering palette of commands, and you'll see I have a lot of different materials here that I can grab and assign to certain components. So if I grab some components here, I can then find something like a stainless steel or something like that and assign to selection. I'll do that to a couple of these components. So I've paused the video. I took some time and assigned just a few materials. I wasn't going to go overboard and kind of do all of them here, but this is you can see how that process works. The next thing I need to do is I need to kind of get my cursor in a position that I think would be, or at least the view state that I'm looking at, as something that I think would be good for the stereo panorama. So I can kind of get to maybe a nice level view here. Kind of get zoomed in where I want to be, kind of inside the model a little bit. So right about here is probably a good spot. So if I kind of stop right about here, I can then go to the rendering cloud command, which will then allow me to pick what I want to render. I'll say my current view. My output type, I'm going to choose stereo panorama. And I'm going to pick a little bit higher level, finer quality. Final quality here. I'm also going to set my width to maybe a little bit wider of an image. And you'll see down here it's kind of updating how many cloud credits that it would take for me to accomplish that. And I can even say, well, email me when the product is done. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start rendering. So it's going to take that and push it to the cloud, and it's going to calculate that in the cloud. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let that kind of calculate in the cloud then. I'll be posting the results of that render to my It's a CAD World blog, so please look for that. I'll put a link to that blog post in the description of this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me at my email address on the screen. And as always, thank you for watching.